Welcome back, I'm Ron the Cook. As you saw in this last episode, I didn't get to cook. I just got to try everyone's dishes. And there were some ups and some downs, but overall, everyone did an amazing job, especially with how much time they had. I mean, some people did take much longer than they needed, but others created amazing dishes with very little time. And then we get into the cook-off. Chef Emily versus Chef Michelle to cook their best chicken dish. Now sadly, those are two dishes I did not get to taste. They both looked amazing. Now since I was not given the opportunity to cook this week, I feel like I should make up for it and cook my own chicken dish. First, let's start by prepping our chicken. We'll start by cutting out the backbone. Hold it upright, press straight down. Go to the other side, just press straight down. Hack a little bit, you're gonna get through all the bones. Or if you have some poultry shears, that's a great way to go about it. Save that for some stock. Find the center of the carcass, just press down. You have your two half chickens. For this recipe, we're willing to use half the chicken because of the time allotted during the cook-off. And since we have raw chicken on our cutting board, don't forget to use a good, high quality, all-purpose cleaner before you move on to anything else. We're gonna lay our chicken down, skin side down first, and take a little bit of our olive oil here, and just rub it in. And now for the seasoning we're gonna use. So we got 1 tablespoon of brown butter and roasted garlic, and 1 tablespoon of caramelized onion butter, both from Kinder's. Again, nice sprinkle on the bottom. Let's give it a flip. Let's tuck the wing back here, just like that. Let's do the same on this side. Some olive oil, rub it in. Give it a nice big pinch of salt. And then our seasoning. All right, now we're gonna add 1 cup of water into the base of our pan to catch all of our drippings and get this into our oven. I have my oven set to 375 degrees. It's gonna take about 20 to 25 minutes for my chicken to cook. Now, if you want to cook faster, you can cut everything down into its pieces. While our chicken cooks, we have plenty of time to get our sauce and our side dishes together. For the side dish and the sauce, I took my inspiration from New Orleans. So we're gonna be using the Holy Trinity for the basis of our sauce and our side. So I've got 1 green bell pepper, 1 nice large spring onion, and 1 stalk of celery. Start with the bell pepper. Cut the bottom off, make it flat. Cut down the sides. Make sure you get all the seeds out. They're quite bitter. Now we're gonna make this into a nice small dice. Now for a spring onion, I'm gonna cut off the greens. Reserve those for later. Cut the stalk. And cut this right down the center. And remove that outer layer. It's very fibrous and paper-like. But don't throw it away, you can use it for stock. We don't have to get too fancy for this. Cut them in strips, spin, and straight down. These guys, don't worry too much about them. Come the same thickness. Now for our celery. Cut in half, cut in half again, once more. And again, a dish like this, you want all of your vegetables to be about the same size. And of course, garlic. We're gonna do nice slices, as thin as you can. We are gonna keep our garlic separate because we don't want to cook too fast and burn. Now for our starch component. Go with potatoes, these beautiful Yukon Golds. We're gonna cut these the exact same size as the rest of our vegetables, or as close to it as you can. Now we are going to keep these separate from the rest of our vegetables, so we're going to add these in at a different time. And for our final vegetable, some beautiful, gorgeous cherry tomatoes. 'Tis the season after all. We're just going to cut them in half, right down the center. Right now for our garnish, we're going to use our green tops. Just cut nice little rings. I want them to be nice and paper thin. And some beautiful cilantro. Let's just take a couple leaves here. or a couple sprigs, to be more accurate. Now this is a soft herb with a soft stem. So I'm just gonna fold it over, give it a nice chop. Go down right to the point where the stems start getting a little thick. Those can either be used for stock or throw them away. Add that in with our green onions. We're just gonna add a touch of olive oil, just enough to cover. This is a nice grassy olive oil. And set that to the side. I'm gonna turn my induction pan up to 350 degrees, about a medium high. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're gonna start with our trinity. Gonna hit this with a pinch of salt, give it a stir. I want just a little bit more color on this before we add in our potatoes. We're gonna add in our potatoes and our 6 cloves of sliced garlic. Add another little pinch of salt. Give that a stir. Now we have some of the leftover spices, probably about a teaspoon and a half. We're gonna sprinkle that in. And again, this is the brown butter, garlic, and the caramelized onion butter, both from Kinder. Make ourselves a nice little hash here. Right when we start to get a little bit of color on our potatoes, we're gonna add in our tomatoes. Drop in our tomatoes. Now we're gonna hit with 1 cup of chicken stock. Give it a little scrape on the bottom. And cover. Bring it down to 225 degrees. Check out our sauce. Ooh, it's reducing nicely. See how the tomatoes start to break up and really help thicken that sauce? Look at that chicken. Cooking, especially something like roasting, is about feel. It's not always about how long something's going to take to cook. It's not an exact science most of the time. It took 25 minutes for my chicken to reach 152 degrees. Pull out just a little bit early. You don't want to leave your chicken in the oven until it hits 165, otherwise you're going to have a dry bird. Here, I'm going to take all of my drippings, pour it into our sauce, and let our chicken rest while our sauce finishes. Look at that beautiful bird. All right, so I'm going to cut in right here. Remove the leg from the breast. Okay. Let's cut that leg off. Look how perfectly that is cooked. Take this wing off. We're gonna flip it over, makes it easier. Go this way. Got our tender here. So from this point, give it a little slice. And grab right here. Just peel it right off. Boom. Boneless. Let's give this a nice slice. Cutting it this way across the breast is going to allow for it to stay juicier. Add just a touch of black vinegar. Give that a stir. Our chicken is also nice and warm. And just take a little bit of this mixture, pour right over the top. Let's seep in. Now for our plate, courtesy of Libby. Take our vegetable mixture here. Thicken up nicely. Let's get a nice little pull on the bottom of our plate. Chicken this size is definitely meant for 2 people. I'm gonna put my thigh right there. Chicken breast. And our beautiful crispy leg. Take a little bit more of our herb mixture here. The dish I would have made if I was chosen for the cook-off. And now for the taste. Start off with just that chicken. A little skin on there. Juicy, tender. That caramelized onion butter really imparts a nice onion flavor and a good amount of melted butter flavor, almost like popcorn butter flavor. Go for our vegetables here. Perfectly soft. Everything has a slightly different texture. Get a little bit of crunch from your celery. The potatoes are nice and soft, but they're not, falling apart. Those perfectly in-season cherry tomatoes are adding the perfect amount of sweet and tart to it. Look at that. Beautiful. Now, if you want to check out the rest of my Yes Chef recipes, click right there. And if you want to check out some of my Sunday side dishes, click up there. Until next time, I'm Ron the Cook.